Hey everyone, my name is Adam. Today we're diving into episode 2 of Breaking Bad Season 1, Cats in the Bag, and breaking down the mistakes you might have missed. Let's get started. In episode 1, Pilot, Crazy 8 offers Walt the money in a sealed plastic bag. But in this episode, the money is shown in a brown paper bag, which gets wet from the spilled chemicals in the RV. This explains why Walt is seen removing wet money from the dryer at the end of the previous episode. When Walt writes Cheryl on the board, the writing changes style. Note the C. No high school chemistry classroom would ever have hydrofluoric acid or gas masks. Jesse is applying foundation to his eye to hide the bruising. He is then interrupted by Crazy 8 emerging from the RV. When he got into the RV, the foundation has covered a lot more of the bruise. Crazy 8's recovery after phosphine gas exposure is scientifically inaccurate. Phosphine is a highly toxic substance that can cause respiratory failure, unconsciousness, or death, especially in such a confined space. His ability to later walk and speak normally undermines the real severity of phosphine poisoning. Phosphine is a heavy, persistent toxin that lingers on surfaces for hours or even days. Yet Jesse and Walt re-enter the RV far too soon without proper decontamination or protection. In reality, this would require days of airing out and full hazmat protocols. But hey, who needs science when you've got plot armor and a gas mask?
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
When Crazy 8 hits a tree and falls to the ground, you can see a shadow of the tree. When the camera changes, the shadow has gone. Also, his position on the ground changes between shots. Notice his right arm in relation to the curb.
Yo, 148, 3 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, representing the ABQ.
Jesse's home number is 505-148-3369. However, US phone numbers can't have an exchange that starts with 1. When Skylar is browsing Jesse's My Shout page, the resolution, or perhaps CSS, changes when they pan back to over her shoulder. The phone number of Jesse that Skylar entered on the computer was 505-148-3369, but the phone number on the paper said 505-148-5039. Just as Walt is saying the line about checking to see if the other one is dead in the RV, the edge of the set comes into view very briefly on the right-hand side.
Dissolving in strong acid.
Walt refers to hydrofluoric acid as a strong acid, when in reality it is a weak acid. Weak and strong are technical terms in chemical acidity theories that do not imply whether the acid is highly corrosive or not. Walter is in the basement and slides 2 bottles of water and a plate with a sandwich across the floor to give to Crazy 8. Right before he slides the plate across the floor, the camera wobbles slightly. Here are some continuity errors.
What? Then somebody finds them? Then what? People have seen us. He's a businessman. He's a man of business. It would therefore seem to follow. What you gonna do? Hey. Shut up.
No, not interested. Come on.
Hey, don't touch me. Do not touch me.
When Jesse throws Emilio's body into the tub to dissolve it with the acid, we get a close-up of Emilio's face from the bottom of the tub. Though Emilio is supposed to have been deceased for days, you can clearly see his rapid eye movement from behind his closed eyelids, causing his eyelashes to blink rapidly. We see Jesse dissolving Emilio's body with hydrofluoric acid, but in real life, this is extremely toxic and can only be used in a controlled environment with extreme safety measures. The gloves and masks he puts on are nowhere near enough, let alone them standing near it once the bathtub gives way. They would have suffered extreme lung and eye damage from just standing there. Hydrofluoric acid melts through a bathtub, but real bathroom ceramics resist acid. They don't dissolve like that. This scene is scientifically inaccurate. Also, hydrofluoric can damage tissue, but it doesn't dissolve bones completely. Breaking down a skeleton takes much stronger acid. Another scientific inaccuracy. After the bathtub falls through the ceiling, a huge chunk of carcass is seen on top of the pile. But when it goes to the next shot, the pile is missing and it is all smaller chunks. At the end, when the girl puts the mask on, there is a bit of hair hanging over the front of the mask. Camera changes and the hair has disappeared. Here are some mistakes that are either ambiguous or have been corrected after the initial broadcast. Emilio's eye twitches when the gun is dropped on the bottom of the bath next to his head, but looking closely, it was hard to tell if he was twitching or not. When Walt steals the bottles of hydrofluoric acid, they are misspelled on the labels as OU when the correct spelling is UO. This was corrected for some DVD releases but is still visible on some streaming services.
My name is Skylar White, yo.
Did I miss any mistakes? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.